So now that we've finished the text and we've thought about the problem and solution, we can start to think about the theme. Can you close the book for me? Okay. Now, yesterday we used some theme words to think about the theme of fox. Do you remember us doing that in our lesson yesterday? We learned some new words to help us think about like that central idea when it comes to theme. Let's review some of those words. So we're going to look right here. Let's review. We've got trust up at the top.
Trust.
Acceptance. Can you guys say that? Acceptance. And look at the picture that goes with acceptance. It's over here. You see it? It's like when you accept other people for who they are and their culture and the way they do things, right? Let's read what it says. These books have characters who respect and accept others' differences and beliefs. Okay? Let's look at the other words and look at the pictures that go with them really quickly. Courage. Perseverance. Say that one again.
Perseverance.
That's when you never give up. Cooperation. Say it.
Cooperation.
Working together.
Working together.
That's what cooperation means, right?
Like a picture.
Yeah, you got it. Like a picture of all those people putting that puzzle together. Compassion.
Compassion.
And that came up a lot with fox, right? Look at this little bird here. When you see someone who's suffering and you want to help them. Next one, honesty.
Honesty.
Stories that are about the importance of being truthful. Kindness.
Kindness.
Being kind. And loyalty.
Loyalty.
Staying true to your friends. So, let's think about those words and let's think about this text. Okay, you might know, but I want you to keep your thoughts in your brain, and we're going to share out some of our thoughts in just a moment. So get your thoughts ready. I want you to choose one of these words here that you think is the best word that connects with the theme, the lesson, the message from this text. When I think about theme, I think, what do the main characters who changed, what did they learn in this text? Who changed in this text? A straight line, the main character. Who else?
His friend.
His friends really changed, didn't they? And I think that his friends, they learned a good lesson in this text. So, how could it connect with one of these words? When you think you know, put your finger on the word. Alright, so let's come back together. There are no wrong answers, only answers that can't be supported by the text, right? It's not a good answer if it can't be supported by the text. If you can support your answer with evidence from the text, it's a good answer. Alright, so let's share out a little bit. Armando, which of the theme words do you think connects with this text? And why?
I think it's perseverance.
Perseverance? Why do you think that?
Because the first straight line he wanted to wiggle and he never gave it up when his friends told him to stop wiggling.
Anything? Agree? Disagree? And why?
But the English version too.
You think it was perseverance? Can you try that word one more time? Let's split it up on our own. Perseverance. Perseverance. One more time. Perseverance. Perseverance. Why do you think it's perseverance?
Because he was cute. I reminded him that when his friends said to stop wiggling, keep doing it.
Can we find that in the text?
Right here.
Oh, yeah. That's where I was thinking, too. Stay straight, silly. People will stare. But De Leon, what does the first straight line do?
He keeps on jumping and jumping.
Humps and whirling and whirls and pointing his joints. He never gives up.
Until he grows up being.
So you girls had a totally different idea about what the theme could be. What did you choose?
I choose
Courage. Why did you choose courage? I never thought of that. who showed courage? And I want everybody to think about this, not just Nanon. Who had to show courage?
The first straight line.
Okay, can you find an example of how the first straight line showed courage?
I think it's this right here.
Well, how about you, Kushi? You had a different idea. Let's listen to Kushi's idea and then see if we can find the evidence to back up her thinking. Kushi, don't tell us why you think it's that. Let's find it, and then you can agree or disagree with us.
I think it's acceptance.
Yeah, acceptance. Can you guys find that word on your sheet? Acceptance. And what does acceptance mean? Let's read it. These books have characters who respect and accept others' differences and beliefs. Can you find some evidence in the text that would support acceptance?
My best friend
is tremendously happy because he never has to be a straight line again. What do you think, Kushi? Is that good evidence? So those two best friends who were not accepting him at the beginning of the book, now at the end, are fighting to be his best friend. Awesome. So close your books for just a second. I want to come back to, remember those paragraphs that we wrote yesterday?
Yes.
You guys did a pretty good job of identifying a word. But I noticed that you had a little trouble justifying your theme word. So I'm going to pass out, this is just a page from our flip chart yesterday with our example paragraph and with the sentence frames that we use to justify our choice of theme yesterday for Fox. And I noticed that you guys had a little bit of a struggle choosing, some of you had struggled choosing evidence from the text to support your choice, and some of you had trouble with that last little bit where you are kind of explaining your choices. Okay, let's read that last little bit. Let's read the whole thing first, and we'll fill it in with what we think should go with our voices, not with our pencils, okay? So let's start at the beginning. It says, the theme of the story,
The Straight Line
Wonder, written by
Man
Fox, is... Can we do Kushi's example, just so that we're all on the same page? Is... What's her word?
Acceptance.
Acceptance. Let's say that sentence again and let's say it fluently. Ready? The theme of the story, The Straight Line Wonder, written by Mem Fox, is acceptance. We could say it is courage. We could say it is perseverance too. But we're going to do acceptance just for an example today. Okay? All right, so let's look at the sentence starters that are coming up. In the beginning, then, in the end, so we have to choose 3 pieces of evidence to show how characters change. In order to finish this paragraph, we need to think who learned acceptance. Was it this guy?
No.
Who was it, Armando?
Was the second straight line and the third straight line.
Yeah, exactly. It was his friends, the second straight line and third straight line. So we've got to choose a detail from the beginning, the middle, and the end to show how those 2 guys changed and how they learned acceptance. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to go into the text at the beginning and find somewhere at the beginning where they are showing the opposite of acceptance.
Right here.
All right, so let's think about what's happening here. Can you just put it in your own words? What's happening here on this page? Instead of just reading the words from the page, I want you to paraphrase. Put it in your own words. That's kind of tricky. I always think when I paraphrase, how could I say what's happening here just in one quick sentence?
The second straight line is like frustrated culture and
Okay, we could say that both friends are annoyed that the first straight line is not being straight. Okay, let's take those words and let's put it in to our paragraph then, okay? So we'll start with in the beginning. In the beginning,
the two friends were
annoyed or embarrassed that the first straight line was not staying straight. Okay, so let's start at the beginning of our paragraph. The theme of the story, The Straight Line Wonder, written by Mem Fox, is acceptance. In the beginning, the two best friends were, are we going to say annoyed or embarrassed? Embarrassed that the first straight line was not staying straight. Then, what happens that starts to change their mind? Think about like the top of the plot map. What happens that really starts to change? Find it in the text. What happens here to start making things better?
The famous
Director sees who?
sees the first straight line.
And says, he's a star. Okay, so can we fit that into our paragraph? Let's see. So we're going to start with then. Find that place. Then a famous director sees the first straight line and says he is a star. All right, let's read from the beginning. Let's practice already. The theme of the story, The Straight Line Wonder, written by Mem Fox, is acceptance. Then,
A famous
director sees the first straight line and says
he's a
star. Okay, now let's choose our detail from the end that shows the best friends learn to accept. So what do we want to say? Let's go back to our paragraph. We can kind of put all these ideas together in this last sentence. In the end, the two best friends
were pleased to know him.
cheering for him. We're pleased to know him. Or you like cheering for him? Cheering for him as he pointed his joints and twirled and twirled. They accepted him for who he was, right? Okay. So, let's look at this last sentence then. The ending connects with the theme because, so I want you to think, how does this ending show acceptance? The ending connects with the theme because
They were shocked to see his performance and they were pleased to know him.
they all of a sudden felt like they were special just because they knew him. Because he was special, right? So they realized how special it is to be different. And it's special in a good way, not special in a bad. All right, I think you guys are better prepared to write this paragraph. Do we want to practice it one more time?
Yes.
The whole thing before you write it?
Yes.
Oh gosh, okay. You'll have time to write it before we start our lesson. At least you'll have time to get started. Miss Farmer's taking a video, so maybe we can borrow her video too. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try. Ready? I'm not going to read with you. I want you to do it yourselves. And you can say slightly different things in the blanks as long as we're like kind of saying the same.
Theme of the story, Straight Line Wonder,
Written by Mem Fox.
is acceptance
In the beginning,
embarrassed to see the first straight line not being a straight line. Then a famous director saw the first straight line, watch out, and he said, "You are a star." At the end, the two best friends were shocked and pleased to know him.
so if you guys are not quite sure about what you want to say for, what was yours? Perseverance. Can you practice with your voices like we just did before you write it down?
I didn't know I'm good.
All right. You've got some good ideas. Perseverance. End up there. And you're going to do courage?